And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. So Phoenix will get the first possession. Here's Chambers. Back to Marion. Here's Chambers. Pass to Marion. Chambers. 6 on the shot clock. Fires at the elbow. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Rice. Now here is Morton. Now here's Jones. Here's Rice. A three-pointer off the mark. The Suns on offense. We're about 1 minute into the first. Pass to Stoudemire. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk. On defense, Phoenix. Back to Morning. Outside, Walker. This one for 3. Count that one.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Stoudemire with the ball. Marion outside. Stolen. Here's Rice. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam. And so here's Phoenix. It's a 3-point game. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Now here's Nash. Westfall. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Suns on defense. And here's Walker. Left side Walker. Johnson. Back to Walker. Shot clock at 5. Right side to Walker. Shot denied. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here we go with Steve Nash. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Westfall. Another one falls for Phoenix.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Pass to Johnson. Now Walker. Now here's Morton. Fader on the way. Nice touch on the bank shot.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Westfall. Here's Chambers. Off on the layup.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Walker. Beyond the arc. Amari Stoudemire with the rebound. The Suns trailing. Westfall. Nash with it. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, Lonzo Mourning grabs the miss. Rice. Outside, Walker. Pass to Jones. Marion with the steal. Lays it in off the breakaway. So it's the visitors now. They trail by 1. Now Mourning. Rice. Jones with it. Lock at 6. Here's Rice, and blocked. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Pass to Nash. Now Stoudemire. Shoots from 14. Stoudemire in the post.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Here's Walker. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. He has 5. And here is Stoudemire. Stoudemire in the post. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's turned over.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Now here's Walker. Now Walker. He's got 5. Pass to Mourning. And here's Walker. Buries the long-range jumper.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Timeout called, the Suns. Here comes Nash. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Pass to Marion. And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
Boy, they couldn't hook up there on what's really a pretty basic pass.
Walker with it. 8 points for him. Lets it go from 14. That one a little long.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Can't get it to go. Here's Jones. Up top, Walker. Back to Jones. Pass to Walker. Shot clock at 6. Here's Johnson. The good-looking shot from the wing.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Here's Chambers. Here's Nash. Nash outside. Stoudemire. Mourning's there. Shot to stop the run. Stoudemire, and that is good. Here's Walker. Pass to Mourning. Rice. Now here's Walker. 6 to shoot. Shoots from the right block. Here's Mourning. Lays it up and banks it in.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Stoudemire backing him down. Got it from 16 feet. 6 points for him. Now Walker, 8 points for him. Pass to Mourning. Walker with it. Outside, Walker. Now Johnson. Dunk to finish it off. A beauty. Now here's Nash. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Westfall. And there's the rejection.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
Now here's Jones.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And here's Nash. Marion outside. Pass to Stoudemire. Mourning's there. Puts it up from 12. Blocked. Outside, Walker. Johnson. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. 6 points for him.
And Steve, some of the best highlights you're ever going to see are going to come from this guy. Every time he steps on the court, there's a chance he'll perform the dunk of the season.
And stolen by Mourning. Pass to Walker. There's a good screen. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Nash outside. Nash left side. Gets an open look and hits.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Back to Mourning. Pass to Johnson. Here's Jones. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots a fader. Up again. Slams it back in.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Stoudemire left side. Back to Nash. Here's Chambers. And the basket by Chambers. Pass to Jones. Back to Walker. And stolen by Nash. Westfall. And it's good. He's got 6.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Now Jones. Back to Mourning. Pass to Walker. For the 3. Rebounded by Chambers. Now here's Nash. Stoudemire outside. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
Throws it from deep. Cannot hit. And that does it for the first quarter. The Bobcats, they're up by 4. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And here we go with Muggsy Bogues. Back to Wallace. Pass to Bogues. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from the baseline. That's good. Here's Johnson. Stoudemire outside. They double him with Wallace. Back to Johnson. Clock at 6. And stolen by Bogues. Makes the lead pass. Wallace. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. The Suns trailing. Pass to Stoudemire. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Again, Phoenix.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Brown with it. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. And here are the Suns now. Now Johnson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Stoudemire. Nance outside. Booker. Drills it from outside.
He's not going to miss many of those, if any. Not when he's got that much room.
Now Bogues. Now Wallace. Shoots a 3. That's good. He's got 5. And so here's Phoenix. 8-point game. Johnson outside. Stoudemire. Pass to Johnson. Johnson right side. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside Curry. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Now Wallace. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Bogues. From deep. Sands with the rebound. Here's Booker. Pass to Johnson. Now Stoudemire. Stoudemire outside. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam. And here's Bogues. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. That's good.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Timeout called, the Suns. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. To the middle. Stoudemire inside. Great open look there.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Pass to Curry. Back to Bogues. Now here's Curry. 5 to shoot. Left side Curry. Here's Brown. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Guys, that time you went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
There's the pick. Marley. Pass to Johnson. From downtown, another three for Phoenix.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Bogues with it. Coleman. Back to Bogues. And here is Curry. 17-foot shot on the way. Brown, good.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
Here's Booker. Here's Booker. Nance outside. Marley. No good with the triple. Now here's Curry. 6-point lead. Here's Bogues. It's blocked. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. Here's Kidd. Pass to Stoudemire. And here is Kidd. Outside Kidd. 5 on the clock. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. Here's Stoudemire. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And here is Davis. They set the pick. Pass to Gill. Back to Davis. Wallace with the ball. Here's Wallace. Clock at 6. Davis down low. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
Nance. Back to Kidd. Fires the three. Gill with the rebound.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
To the inside. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist. Here's Kidd. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Stoudemire. Oh, that's blocked. But he gets it back.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined. and under control for the rest of this half.
There's the pick. Tries to snap the cold streak, and that one's good. He has 6.
Well, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
Now here's Davis. Back to Brown. Curry. Pass to Gill. 18 feet out. That's good. Here's Kidd. And he lobs it up toward the rim. An emphatic alley-oop jam. Davis with it. Pass to Gill. To the paint. Brown. Good.
You don't need much range to hit from that distance, Kevin.
The Suns trailing. Back to Stoudemire. Stoudemire, right side. Fires from 18. Gill with the rebound. Now here is Davis. And Davis can't get it to go.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Kidd with it. A jump hook. That's blocked. And here is Wallace. 5 points in the game. Davis down low. Outside Curry. Pass to Gill. Back to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Gill. Lets a floater go. Hornacek with the steal. Here's Stoudemire. And Curry pulls it down. Outside, Davis. Here's Wallace. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw, no good for Wallace. Now Merritt. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Kidd. And he gets it to go. Davis with it. Back to Johnson. In low. It's blocked. Pass to Hornacek. Another 3 for Phoenix. Here's Davis. Here's Gill. Back to Davis. Right side Davis. Shot clock at 6. Shot on the wing. And that one's good. Dragic with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Chambers. And easy 2 points on the layup.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Here's Davis. Wallace left side. No good off the front iron.
He doesn't really scare a defense at all. You've seen him miss quite a few just like those.
Here's Dragic. When that one goes in, as he is fouled, it'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. And he's got his first chance at the line here. That one misses for Dragic. There's a screen. Now here's Jones. Came hard off that pick and finished strong. Here's Chambers. Releases from 15. And the shot is good. 6 points for him.
Boy, he's really doing a nice job taking advantage of what the defense is giving.
Now here's Walker. 8 points for him. Here's Rice. That is good. Here's Dragic. Shot is off. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Here comes Kemba Walker. Back to Johnson. That is good. He's got 8. And here's Nash. Here's Chambers. 6 to shoot. Takes a 3. That one goes. Come.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation from the 3.
Outside, Walker. Pass to Jones. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. And here's Nash. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The first one falls. And he makes the first but misses the second. Here's Johnson. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Jones makes good on the step-back jumper. He's got 9.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
Here's Nash. Pass to Stoudemire. Guarded by Walker. Stoudemire, and that is good. So it's the visitors now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Minutes gone in this third quarter now. Walker with it. Pass to Mourning. From down in the low post, it goes. 6 points for him.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Stoudemire outside. Nash outside. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Ice. Now Walker. He's got 8. Knocked away. And stolen by Nash. Chambers. Oh, my goodness. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Walker. Pass to Johnson. Outside, Walker. Now, here's Mourning. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot is blocked.
4 for 5 so far. That's their first miss of the second half.
Westfall. And Jones over to help. Here's Chambers. 11 points in the game. Westfall. It's hauled in by Larry Johnson. Here's Rice. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. An even 3-on-3 break. Nash with it. Nash outside. Here's Chambers. Here's Chambers. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Walker. They lead by 4. Pass to Jones. And the 3-ball is good. 12 points for him.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
And the Suns call time. Nash with it. Nash outside. Pass to Stoudemire. Marion. Now Stoudemire. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And he knocks down the first one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Now, here's Bowes. Pass to Jones. Now, here is Mourning. Good. He's got 8. The Suns trail it. Nash outside. And here is Stoudemire. Nash outside. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. Westfall. Bogues with it. Here's the screen. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He'd been turnover free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore.
Pass to Stoudemire. Johnson with it. Here's Booker. A nice shot by Booker. He has 6.
He might not get a better look than that all game. You have to get closer to him. He's not going to bite you. Get up in it.
Bogues with it. Here's Rice. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And here's another thing I've noticed. You know, sometimes at the defensive end, he'll come out of nowhere to make a play on the ball, blocking a shot from behind when the shooter had no idea he was there.
Here's Johnson. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Now here's Jones. He's got 12. They set the pick. Second chance shot. And there's the nice layup by Johnson. 10 points for him.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Here's Chambers. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Now here's Johnson. Here's Booker. 2 on the clock. Back to Johnson. And Jones pulls it down.
You know, they've been outstanding on the boards, and it's a big reason why they've got a lead. Doing the dirty work down low.
The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. He's got 14. And here is Johnson. 5 points in the game. Here's Booker. Here's Booker. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Now Bogues. Swiped away. And here they come. For the finish. Throws down the breakaway jam. So it's the visitors now. Coleman. No good. Johnson outside. Here's Chambers. Back to Johnson. Here's Booker. Pass to Marion. Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Johnson. Johnson left side. Again, Phoenix. Bogues with it. And here's Jones. Back to Bogues. Here's Rice. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Pass to Stoudemire. Back to Marion. Here's Chambers. Shot clock at 6. He couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Now here's Bogues. Outside Curry. Here's Rice. No good from outside. And here is Johnson. Tries to save it. Rice. To stop the drought. And he sinks the layup. 11 points in the game.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
They set the screen. Here's Booker. Clock at 6. Leaps for it. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation.
Well, if the defender doesn't buy the pump fake, there's a good chance he's going to be able to tip that ball loose.
Pass to Bogues. Here's Rice. And he's good on the three ball.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Johnson outside. Here's Booker. Johnson outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 10.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they needed it.
Now, here's Bo. Outside Curry. The tray. The rebound by Johnson. The Suns trailing. They set the pick. Here's Chambers. Pass to Marion. Marley. Another three for Phoenix. Here's Bogues. No one. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Bobcats leading by 4. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Here's Kidd. Back to Marion. Now Johnson. Left side Davis. There's the block. Dragic with it. And that one's good. Now Davis. Pass to Gill. Warning up top. Guarded by Marion. Tries from 10. That's good.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him. Get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher. He needs more than one guy to defend him.
Warning's there. Now here's Marion.
That's exactly how you win a rebound battle. Get good position and then use your strength to hold on to that position.
Pass to Davis. There's the screen. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Here's Dragic. Hornacek with it. Back to Dragic. Now, here is Hornacek. Outside Kid. 5 to shoot. Blocked. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Back to Mourning. Pass to Davis. Here's Gill. Here's Gill. There's the pick. Davis. Launches a three, and he gets it to go. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Here's Chambers, and the basket by Chambers.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
Outside, Davis. Pass to Mourning. Guarded by Marion. Now Davis. Right side Davis. Knocks down the three ball.
I think they're trying to go for the kill here. I mean, they're starting to take a lot more three-point shots than they had been before, looking to run away.
Outside Dragic. Here's Chambers. Outside Dragic. Outside Kid. Get the lead pass. Here's Chambers. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Wallace. Back to Davis. Now here's Johnson. Wallace outside. Here's Gill. 6 to shoot. And here is Mourning. Baseline try. Marion with the steal. Now, here is Hornacek. Stepped in the line, out of bounds there, and that will cost them the possession. The Suns making a switch here. And here is Davis. Pass to Mourning. Back to Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Blocked. Now here's Kidd. They set the pick. Now Marion. Misses the three. Now Davis. Second shot opportunity, and it's rejected. Outside Kidd. All sorts of time. Phoenix no good that time either. And here is Davis. Pass to Mourning. Down low. Here's Wallace. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Chambers. And he jams it with authority. And here is Davis. Johnson right side. Pass to Mourning. Now Kidd. Hornacek. Back to Hornacek. Soft touch off the glass. Now here is Davis. Left side Davis, and it's blocked. And that goes out of bounds. Five on the clock. No problems knocking that one down.
Clearly, a defensive breakdown there, guys. They didn't play him close enough on the inbound and then gave up the triple.
Back to Marion. Here's Chambers. Nash outside. Pass to Stoudemire. A shot. Another one falls for Phoenix. Here's Jones. Walker. And here is Mourning. Shot clock at 6. Ice. Pass to Walker. From deep three-point range. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Nash. Marion outside. Here's Chambers. Nash with it. Stoudemire with the ball. Mourning's there. Just 5 to shoot. A floater. Now here's Nash. There's the bucket. Good. Now Jones. Outside, Walker. Back to Jones. And stolen by Nash. Here's Chambers. Makes it off the glass. 21 points in the game.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Now here's Walker. Walker with it. Up and in on the layup. Here's Nash. Back to Stoudemire. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Walker with it. Pass to Mourning. Now here's Walker. Mourning with it. Here's Johnson. Hits the close-range jumper. The Suns trailing. Nash outside. Here's Hornacek. Now, here is Hornacek. It's hauled in by Alonzo Mourning. On the basket by Jones.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
And the Suns call time. The Suns making a switch here. And so here's Phoenix. They trail by 7. Back to Stoudemire. Mourning's there. Westfall. It's hauled in by Larry Johnson. And here's Walker. Back to Johnson. Pass to Walker. 4 on the shot clock. Cans it from downtown.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Nash outside. Now here's Stoudemire. Stoudemire outside. And here's Nash. Nash left side. They can't stop the run with that one. Walker with it. Pass to Jones. Leads him in there. Mourning. And he bangs it home with one hand. Nash outside. Here's Stoudemire. Stoudemire right side. Got a piece of it. 6 to shoot. Pass to Jones. Connects from three-point range.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Westfall. And it's blocked. Tries again. And Stoudemire with the nice bucket inside. And the ball ends up out of bounds. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And the Suns call time. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Here's Brown. On offense, here are the Suns. It's a 13-point game. Marley. A nice shot by Booker. So it's the visitors now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Now here's Brown. Here's Gill. The visiting club.